Banyak hal telah berubah.
Things have changed. Things have changed. Things have changed.
Itulah hidup.
That's life is all about. That's life is all about. That's life is all about.
Hari yang panjang.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Dia orang yang aku ceritakan.
He's the one I told you about. He's the one I told you about. He's the one I told you about.
Aku sangat menyukainya.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Ayahmu pandai dalam suatu hal?
Is your father any good at something? Is your father any good at something? Is your father any good at something?
Kamu tahu toko itu?
You know that shop? You know that shop? You know that shop?
Kamu tahu?
You know what? You know what? You know what?
Sepi sekali.
It's very quiet. It's very quiet. It's very quiet.
Sepertinya bisa ku coba.
I guess I can try. I guess I can try. I guess I can try.
Di mana dia sekarang?
Where is she now? Where is she now? Where is she now?
Mereka kangen keberadaannya.
Do they miss having him around? Do they miss having him around? Do they miss having him around?
Kamu akan terbiasa.
You get used to it. You get used to it. You get used to it.
Mereka akhirnya jatuh cinta.
They end up falling in love. They end up falling in love. They end up falling in love.
Sudah beberapa tahun dari sekarang.
It's been a few years now. It's been a few years now. It's been a few years now.
Boleh aku makan malam bersama keluarga Jackson?
Can I stay dinner with the Jacksons? Can I stay dinner with the Jacksons? Can I stay dinner with the Jacksons?
Kami makan malam di rumah.
We have dinner at home. We have dinner at home. We have dinner at home.
Sudahkah kamu bicara dengannya soal ini?
Have you talked to her about this? Have you talked to her about this? Have you talked to her about this?
Dia tidak keberatan.
She won't mind. She won't mind. She won't mind.
Bolehkah John menginap malam ini?
Can John sleep over tonight? Can John sleep over tonight? Can John sleep over tonight?
Maaf memotong.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt.
Lama tak jumpa.
Long time no see. Long time no see. Long time no see.
Aku hanya ingin meyakinkanmu.
I just wanted to make you sure. I just wanted to make you sure. I just wanted to make you sure.
Itu tidak mudah baginya.
It's not easy for him. It's not easy for him. It's not easy for him.
Kami rukun.
We get along so well. We get along so well. We get along so well.
Kalian punya anak hebat.
You've got a great kid. You've got a great kid. You've got a great kid.
Ini waktu yang baik.
This is a good time. This is a good time. This is a good time.
Aku ingin bicara denganmu.
I want to have a talk with you. I want to have a talk with you. I want to have a talk with you.
Kami ingin bicara denganmu sebentar.
We'd love a minute with you. We'd love a minute with you. We'd love a minute with you.
Aku harus pergi.
I have to go. I have to go. I have to go.
Bisakah kita bicara akhir pekan ini?
Can we have a chat this weekend? Can we have a chat this weekend? Can we have a chat this weekend?
Bisa jadi.
Could be. Could be. Could be.
Kontraknya habis.
The contract is up. The contract is up. The contract is up.
Boleh minta keju pada rotiku?
Can I have cheese on my bread? Can I have cheese on my bread? Can I have cheese on my bread?
Kita harus bicarakan ini nanti.
We should talk about this later. We should talk about this later. We should talk about this later.
Bisa berikan aku saus tomat?
Can you pass the ketchup? Can you pass the ketchup? Can you pass the ketchup?
Kami kesini untuk pelajaran matematika.
We're here for the math class. We're here for the math class. We're here for the math class.
Silahkan.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Bagaimana kamu tahu?
How did you know? How did you know? How did you know?
Kamu nampak sangat percaya diri.
You seem very sure of yourself. You seem very sure of yourself. You seem very sure of yourself.
Aku terkesan.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Kemana?
Where to? Where to? Where to?
Kamu terlalu berlebihan.
You're too much. You're too much. You're too much.
Hanya kali ini.
Only this time. Only this time. Only this time.
Jangan beritahu siapapun.
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Apakah itu masuk akal?
Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Kamu suka kaosku?
Do you like my t-shirt? Do you like my t-shirt? Do you like my t-shirt?
Kamu nampak sedikit terganggu.
You seemed a little bothered. You seemed a little bothered. You seemed a little bothered.
Jangan tersinggung.
Don't get offended. Don't get offended. Don't get offended.
Kamu bertingkah seperti bayi.
You're acting like a baby. You're acting like a baby. You're acting like a baby.
Kamu tidak mendengarkanku.
You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me.
Dulu aku biasa ke sana.
I used to go there. I used to go there. I used to go there.
Bagaimana mungkin aku bisa lupa?
How could I forget? How could I forget? How could I forget?
Itu saja.
That's all. That's all. That's all.
Kami sedang mengerjakannya.
We're working on that. We're working on that. We're working on that.
Aku harus latihan.
I need to practice. I need to practice. I need to practice.
Aku tak tahu apa yang kalian bicarakan.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dia tidak muncul.
He didn't show up. He didn't show up. He didn't show up.
Dia orang aneh.
He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo.
Kembalikan itu padaku.
Get that back to me. Get that back to me. Get that back to me.
Ada yang bisa kubantu?
Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you?
Kamu pikir kemana kamu akan pergi?
Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going?
Apakah dia di kantor?
Is he in the office? Is he in the office? Is he in the office?
Seharusnya kita menemui beberapa teman.
We're supposed to meet some friends. We're supposed to meet some friends. We're supposed to meet some friends.
Seharusnya kamu tanya dia kenapa?
You should ask him why. You should ask him why. You should ask him why.
Dia buruk dengan angka.
She's terrible with numbers. She's terrible with numbers. She's terrible with numbers.
Apa yang sedang kalian tulis?
What are you writing? What are you writing? What are you writing?
Aku datang saat ini juga.
I'm coming this minute. I'm coming this minute. I'm coming this minute.
Lagi pula, kita tidak pergi jauh.
We're not going away after all. We're not going away after all. We're not going away after all.
Kita coba yang satu ini sekali lagi.
Let's try this one more time. Let's try this one more time. Let's try this one more time.
Aku melakukan banyak pekerjaan di sini.
I did a lot of work here. I did a lot of work here. I did a lot of work here.
Dia sangat senang aku berada di sini.
He was very happy to have me here. He was very happy to have me here. He was very happy to have me here.
Kenapa tidak kamu tengok?
Why don't you take a look? Why don't you take a look? Why don't you take a look?
Aku lebih dari sekedar keluarganya.
I was more his family. I was more his family. I was more his family.
Itu hal konyol.
That's a ridiculous thing. That's a ridiculous thing. That's a ridiculous thing.
Aku satu-satunya orang di sini.
I was the only one here. I was the only one here. I was the only one here.
Ini bukan tujuanku datang ke sini.
This is not what I came here for. This is not what I came here for. This is not what I came here for.
Aku tahu apa yang ada di benakmu.
I know what you have in mind. I know what you have in mind. I know what you have in mind.
Beri aku waktu sebentar.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Ini hari kerja.
It's a weekday. It's a weekday. It's a weekday.
Kamu harus pulang sekarang.
You need to go home now. You need to go home now. You need to go home now.
Aku harus pergi sekarang.
I've got to go now. I've got to go now. I've got to go now.
Aku serius.
I mean it. I mean it. I mean it.
Jangan membantah.
Don't argue. Don't argue. Don't argue.
Ini tidak akan mudah.
It won't be easy. It won't be easy. It won't be easy.
Bisa berhenti bermain sebentar?
Can you stop playing for a second? Can you stop playing for a second? Can you stop playing for a second?
Bukan salahmu.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Kamu lihat dia hari ini?
Did you see her today? Did you see her today? Did you see her today?
Itu terinspirasi dari buku yang kupinjamkan?
Is that inspired by the book I gave you? Is that inspired by the book I gave you? Is that inspired by the book I gave you?
20 dari 1000.
20 out of 1,000. 20 out of 1,000. 20 out of 1,000.
Ada yang bisa kubantu?
Can I help with anything? Can I help with anything? Can I help with anything?
Punya waktu sebentar?
Do you have a minute? Do you have a minute? Do you have a minute?
Itu sangat mengganggu.
It's very annoying. It's very annoying. It's very annoying.
Bagaimana aku tahu?
How would I know? How would I know? How would I know?
Aku punya ide yang mungkin kamu suka.
I do have an idea you might like. I do have an idea you might like. I do have an idea you might like.
Kamu bercanda.
You can't be serious. You can't be serious. You can't be serious.
Menurutmu ini mudah bagiku?
Do you think it's easy for me? Do you think it's easy for me? Do you think it's easy for me?
Ini perlu waktu sebentar.
It takes a while. It takes a while. It takes a while.
Mulailah membaca dari atas.
Start reading from the top. Start reading from the top. Start reading from the top.
Dia memeluk lebih lama dari biasanya.
He gives a hug longer than expected. He gives a hug longer than expected. He gives a hug longer than expected.
Dia mengacak-acak rambutnya.
She ruffles her hair. She ruffles her hair. She ruffles her hair.
Orang tuamu akan pulang larut malam ini.
Your parents are going to come very late tonight. Your parents are going to come very late tonight. Your parents are going to come very late tonight.
Mereka mulai menjauh dari kantor.
They begin to walk away from the office. They begin to walk away from the office. They begin to walk away from the office.
Kamu bisa berhenti di Burger King di perjalanan pulang.
You can stop by Burger King on the way home. You can stop by Burger King on the way home. You can stop by Burger King on the way home.
Ada banyak tekanan.
There have been some pressures. There have been some pressures. There have been some pressures.
Dia harus pergi ke rumah sakit.
He had to go to the hospital. He had to go to the hospital. He had to go to the hospital.